What's going on, guys? Dots here, and today we are going to be covering the basics of storage as well as how to increase the amount of space that you have for storage in Black Desert Online. But before we get into the guide today, I want to quickly explain what contribution points are, as they're very important and relevant to increasing our storage space. So contribution points can be seen here at the top left of your screen by the metal icon, and it can be earned from completing story quests, side quests, as well as turning in cooking and alchemy byproducts. We will use these points to increase our storage space, but we will go over that more later in the guide. So storage in Black Desert is the equivalent to your bank from other games. Storage is based in each city and isn't central like other games. So for example, if I have an item stored in Hydel, I cannot access it from my storage in Velia. However, there is a trick that I like to use to get a more central style of storage for certain items by utilizing the marketplace to store items that are eligible to be listed on the marketplace as a way to just be able to kind of access them from everywhere, as opposed to sticking them specifically in a town storage. Now, storage can be accessed by simply talking to a storage NPC in any city and clicking storage, where you can view your storage in that city as well as view the storage of other cities. In addition, you can view a city's storage and what is in it by clicking on its icon on the mini-map. The good thing about the storage is that it is account wide and not character bound, so you can easily move items between your characters utilizing it. Now, in the event that you do have an item in one city and you want to move it to another, you simply want to click the transportation button at the bottom. Click the destination of where you want your items to go, select a wagon for those items to be transported in, and then select the items for transport. If the cities are connected by nodes, the fee to send items is pretty cheap. However, if they are not connected by nodes, the price does triple. However, it still really isn't all that much money, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. It takes time for your items to get to your destination, which does increase the further away the destination city is, so just keep that in mind when transporting your items. When the items do get to their destination city, you can click on the city, click transport, and select get all. And the good thing with the transport, though, is that you also don't need to be at a storage NPC to do it. You can do it straight from your mini-map. Now, to actually increase your storage, there's two primary ways that you're going to want to do that: the value pack and through purchasing houses to use for storage. So having an active value pack is going to give you 16 additional storage slots. However, for a free way to increase your storage, you can use houses in the town of your choice. I describe how houses and nodes work in depth in my housing guide, which I will link in the description below. But for a quick rundown for this video, you're just going to want to click the town of your choice that you want to increase storage in and select one of these blue houses in the city. If you see here, it says storage, so it can increase my bank space if I invest contribution points in it. If you want to see what houses can be used for storage, you're going to want to click the filter at the top right to set your house filters to unpurchased and then to storage. Now, when you do decide which house you want to purchase for storage, click purchase, and after a small timer, that house will be used to increase your storage. It's not like it's an actual house that you go into. Those are called residences, which you'll also see through the housing choice options, but these houses are just how you're going to actually increase your storage space per town. You're going to want to try and select houses that will give you the maximum amount of storage per contribution points invested. The initial purchase of a house for storage does cost contribution, but upgrading it to get further ranks, as you can see, certain houses will have only a rank 1 storage, which is only contribution, but other houses that have 3 or 4 potential ranks, they only the first initial purchase costs contribution, but then everything else after that costs silver. So purchasing houses that have 3 or 4 potential ranks of storage, like I mentioned, are a fantastic way to upgrade your storage for minimal contribution invested. Some houses, though, also do require that you purchase them in a chain, so you may need to purchase one house to unlock another. So do keep that in mind when selecting which houses you want to invest CP in for storage. Now, your goal when selecting your houses is going to be selecting houses that can give you the most storage space for the least contribution. Some storage houses have really bad ratios of contribution to storage spaces. Like, for example, right before I made this guide, I actually went back and looked through some of my towns, and I was able to increase the storage space in 3 of the towns that I had storage space purchased in, and ended up with 10 extra contribution points. So checking the ratio of storage to contribution points spent is extremely important to maximize your investment. So I will link a guide in the description below that has the most efficient houses to purchase per town for storage to help you save some time of figuring it out for yourself. So what I recommend that you guys do when it comes to storage is selecting a main town. For me, that is Hydel, and investing most of your contribution points into upgrading the storage of that town. I do have some secondary towns like Velia and Olvia where I do have some storage increases, but my main, what I call like my home base and where most of my additional storage is purchased, is in Hydel. So if you want to remotely access your bank, just to add another point, you could also use maids to do that. You're going to want to click the maid icon in the top left corner of your screen, select storage maid, and it'll open the storage that corresponds to the town of the region you are in. So for example, if you're losing your mind grinding cactums for 80 hours in Dregan trying to get a singular potion piece to drop, and you can't access your Hydel bank while you're there. You can only access the Duvenkroon bank, which is from the storage maids, which is the town that corresponds to the region that you're in. So like I said, you could also use those central market maids though to access the central market, which is why I do store certain things there as a way to access them anywhere I like I mentioned earlier. But guys, that's going to be it for me today on a quick guide on storage, how to increase it, as well as the basics of it. And I hope you guys did find this video helpful. If you did, I'd appreciate it if you smacked a like on it. It really does help me in the YouTube algorithm quite a lot. And guys, if you are enjoying these videos, please hit that sub button as well as hit the bell to keep those notifications on for more Black Desert Online beginner guides. And if you guys do have any questions about storage, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And to watch me play BDO live on stream, feel free to stop by my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/dotsgaming. So I appreciate you guys stopping by today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much. As always, I'm Dots Gaming, and I'll see you all in the next video.